Welcome!
Hello.
Hello! The very first DLC podcast. Joined here, we got me, Alan, Evan, and Louie.
Guys, I just dropped the talkie.
My balls just dropped.
Okay, you're not funny.
Like literally 3 minutes before this recording.
Oh, is that why your voice sounds so much deeper than normal?
No, it's not. You heard what I said before we started.
Yeah, gonna get all the Valorant women.
I know.
All right. So, we are starting a podcast as a fully accomplished YouTubers with a long career and history. It was only a matter of time before we started our own little podcast. So, we're here and we're looking better than ever with these great icons that I drew myself.
Yeah, shout out to Ken.
Beaker!
Well, anyways,
Thanks for
guys,
sponsoring us.
I got the list out. So
The list.
The list.
The list.
the list.
The list.
The list.
Okay.
So, what were your guys' like biggest fears as a child?
Okay, wait. I'll start this one off. Okay. So, here, I'll send a picture in our group chat.
Wait,
What?
never mind. Continue. I got a really good one for this.
Okay, wait. I have to find a picture of it. But so there was this game. And it was about like learning about the human body. And there's a character in it that was absolutely terrifying to me when I was younger, that I would have nightmares, and every time I woke up in the morning, I would run out of my room because I thought he was in my like shower.
Oh, I thought the puppet from Five Nights at Freddy's was in my air vent. I wouldn't stay in a room without another person because I thought the puppet was following me around. Anyways, continue your story. We'll get back to mine later.
Okay. So like, it's a skeleton, right? And it would like fall apart on your screen and die, and you had to like put it back together. And his name was Seymour Skinless.
Right.
My mom wouldn't let me play it at my own house, so I had to go to the library to play it, and I was kind of like torturing myself because I hated it, but I loved playing the game.
Yeah, you wanted to keep playing it despite it traumatizing you.
Yes, the same thing happened to me with Five Nights at Freddy's when I first started playing it. I started playing FNAF 2. FNAF 2 was my first FNAF, and I was playing it in the parking lot at a Walgreens, and the puppet jump scared me, and I screamed at the top of my lungs, and my dad took away my iPad.
Yeah, no, Five Nights at Freddy's, like, I was only really aware of the series once the second game came out, and, like, right as it, like, was starting to get kind of big, people in our class would start spreading rumors about the animatronics being real, and, like, there's different ones in different countries, and I remember Bonnie was in Madagascar, and the puppet was in the United States, and specifically about this, I remember, like, being terrified of the puppet, like, being in my house and, like, coming into my room at night. And I was like, I wish I lived in Europe because that's where Foxy was, and he was like the good guy, and Foxy wouldn't hurt anyone because he was just trying to give hugs to the night guard because there's that theory thing. And I remember it was absolutely mortifying that having growing up in a room by myself, like what you said earlier, where I wouldn't stay in a room by myself. I like slept with my parents, or I slept in the same bed as my parents because I was afraid the puppet would get me if I was in a room by myself.
Yeah, I did that for a while too, and I was too scared to ever go to like the upper floor in my house because I couldn't go up there alone. Whenever I wanted to like do anything in my own room, I had to ask my mom to go up with me because I was scared that Seymour Skinless was gonna kill me.
No, okay, but Andrew, continuing on what you said about FNAF, like, so back in middle school, when I went to the bathroom, I would, like, speed run going to the bathroom because I thought that Chica and, like, Freddy were behind the bathroom doors waiting to touch me when I got out.
You said in middle school?
Yes, in
You're doing
middle
this
school.
in, like, 6th grade.
Wait, sorry, not in middle school. I think it was more of, like, elementary school. But, like,
Yeah.
But, like, another cool thing was that I actually never stopped sleeping with my mom until I was in, like, 4th grade. Like
Yeah, no, me too.
Same.
I was that scared. Okay, no, I remember. So you guys know Undertale, right?
Yeah.
You know Gaster. I was like, oh shit. I watched a video of Gaster.
Gaster.
Yes, of Gaster, and I thought that he was gonna like. I thought he was gonna come like kill me. So like I would suffocate myself under the bed. Right, I would suffocate myself under the bed and like go for like small grasps of air because like I'm like, oh yeah, I don't want to go out there. I know Gaster's high enough for me. He's waiting for me. And like, no, and then sometimes in like the middle of the night, I would like go like my mom would leave my room and then I would go wake up and like go to her and like say like, get up, we're going back to sleep.
Okay, wait. This reminds me of there were two videos as a child, that left me like crying myself to sleep. I was too scared. Like my parents had to be in my room, like telling me it was gonna be okay every night that I tried to sleep in a room by myself. You know what those two videos were?
What?
It was Herobrine mod by Dan TDM and
Oh my.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not. And the other one was the music video to Thriller. Those two videos had me terrified. I remember I was afraid Michael, like, I was afraid that, like, what's his name? Werewolf Michael Jackson was gonna come and get me, and I was also afraid of Herobrine.
Oh my god.
Herobrine is like a real fear. All right? I don't want to hear this.
I have these memories. They're very vivid of me laying in my bed with my parents sitting in chairs next to my bed, like while I'm crying my eyes out because I'm afraid Herobrine's gonna come while I'm sleeping.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I think.
Do you guys?
Yeah, I think everyone who's like had an actual childhood is like, I know they've at one point they've all been scared of Herobrine. Because like I remember, you know that one video like by Space Waffle or something where like he finds Herobrine in Pocket Edition Minecraft. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I do.
Yeah, so like I would go like replicate that world and like role play with myself and pretend like I'm fighting Herobrine.
It was either I'm not sure. I remember. No, there's some group FGTV. They had.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
They had this video. They had this video that was, well, I guess it wasn't a Herobrine mod, but it was a Herobrine video. And instead of having like someone else be in the world like with a Herobrine skin, they had the Herobrine skin on. And when like ever Herobrine was chasing them, they would go into like F5 and like watch themselves running forward and say Herobrine was chasing them. And I remember I was convinced that Herobrine was in their world.
Yeah, but like about FGT, like I used to watch. You guys know that like their Skylanders series.
Oh, Skylander Boy and Girl. Yeah,
Skylander Boy and Girl. That's just off the planet.
No, they had like Nightcore Chase or something.
Yeah, Nightcore.
Yeah, but that's a different channel.
Was that the same? Wait, really?
Yeah, no. Every single like thing they have. There's FGTV, there's Skylander Boy and Girl, and then like Chase has his own channel.
I thought it was like Skylander Boy and Girl, and like when Chase like got old enough, they made it like and Nightcore Chase.
They might have done that. I'm not sure. Skylander Boy and Girl is like desolate now.
I have not heard of them for like a whole year.
Well, they made my childhood. When I couldn't beat something like on Skylander's Trap Team, instead of looking up like a tutorial or something, I would just go watch their playthrough of it and just like see what they did.
I did that too. Not with them. I did that with like every other YouTuber though.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's how I a couple like indie games I did like because of Dan TDM or Markiplier. I watched them and just like copied what they did.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Hey.
I did that with the Pokemon games. I remember there's the Furfrou one from X and Y Island. Remember that?
Yes, I do know what you're talking about.
Dude, I could not do that one by myself. I had to look it up how to do it.
Yeah,
I watched
I know what
this
you're
guy.
talking about, bro.
Hey, also, I believe you have yet to share a fear of yours from when you were a child.
Oh, I remember I watched this video of like Ronald McDonald going on a killing spree, and that terrified me. That terrified me very badly.
Like a live action or like an animation?
It was live action.
Oh my god.
Ronald McDonald will mess you up.
I bet if you find that video now, it'll be like terrible effects, and it'll be like, I cannot believe I was scared of this.
Oh, yeah, it was like Japanese or something.
What?
I could understand what it was. I
You were watching Japanese Ronald McDonald like homicide.
he was like hunting down this Japanese guy.
What?
Oh
Where were you on the internet as a child?
I have no. It was like the randomest video. I was watching
You were
Silent
watching-
Boy and Girl. I see this on my
watching this
side.
on like your mom's iPad.
Oh, wait! I just thought about this. You know, okay. I was scared of the Michael Jackson like Thriller video. Was it Radioactive? The Imagine Dragons video with like the animal fighting.
I
Yeah.
only remember
Yes.
like the Portal
Yeah.
music video for
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Dude, that video, I don't. I wasn't like scared of it, but I was like, oh my god, this is terrible. We gotta help these animals. I remember thinking that the first time I watched it.
Okay, wait. Okay, so back on like the Herobrine topic. Did you guys ever watch those like stupid like mod things where people like lied about it not being a mod? So like
Yes.
the Portal,
Yes.
and then you'd go and like try it and then be disappointed.
Yeah, no, I remember
It's
like
literally the Aether Portal.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
the Aether Portal. Yeah, that thing.
I remember doing this thing where I look. It was like you have to go to this specific biome and build this specific structure, and then Herobrine will come into
Well,
your
no.
world and haunt you.
Because it worked with the Nether reactor, so I just assumed it would work for everything else. But they
Yeah,
were
'cause the
lying
Nether
about
reactor was a
everything
real-
except the Nether reactor.
Because the Nether reactor was real on Pocket Edition.
Yeah,
'cause they
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
let you make the Nether portal.
But the Nether reactor was like cool, and it was like a strange thing where you just like built a structure, and it was like whoa.
Yeah,
But there's nothing else like that in Minecraft, I don't think.
yeah, because like the times were better when like remember when you'd have to like build it or like you have to build another reactor portal, and then as soon as it spawns in, you gotta break all the gold blocks before it all turns into netherrack.
Times were better before it was like common sense to look things up, and you just had to like believe whatever information you had.
Yeah, times
Oh
were
my
better
God,
when I
like-
was
like-
stupid.
Like you
Yeah.
would be friends with somebody in like an older grade and they'd introduce you to like a mobile game and then lie to you about it and you just believe them.
Yeah, exactly. Like rumors that would spread that like people were just like go like yep, that's a fact because someone told me. Do you remember like people used to say that like blood is blue until you like it gets
Oh my
exposed to
God, yeah.
oxygen?
Yes, I remember like my friend told me, it was like, yeah, when your blood has no oxygen in it, it's going back to your heart. It's blue, and then if you get it cut open, it's exposed to oxygen, so it turns red.
I've seen things like I've seen people talking about stuff like that from like all the way across the country. It's like these like same like false rumors get spread at every school, and it's like I don't understand how it happens.
It's
Like
so
I am
weird.
sure there are other middle schools that were like saying, "Guys, I guarantee that if you go to Spain, then you'll get killed by Chica."
Oh, it's,
I do
Espanol.
not think any other fucking elementary school was saying Foxy's in Europe.
No,
Rip Foxy, man, he in hell.
Well, maybe they were thinking he was in like Canada, but
no, nobody was thinking that. Nobody was thinking that.
You're telling me you never thought the animatronics were real?
No,
No, I definitely thought the animatronics were real, and I convinced my friend that I like owned one of them.
you
What?
owned an animatronic.
You own which one did you own?
I don't know how I did it, but I convinced him. I also convinced him that like Yokai Watch was real.
Bro, I was okay. Wait, that reminds me. Speaking of like lying to your friends, I was a terrible person in like second grade. Just saying that. There was a kid named Jack,
Oh my god, dude.
I think, like the skinny blonde
Yes,
kid.
I know who you're talking about.
This kid, like, he had the coolest Legos. He had the coolest everything. They were mine. I
Oh, okay.
took them.
Are we not gonna talk about? No, Andrew. Are we not gonna talk about the time when you literally like you scammed me out of my Legos for like your garbage thing? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Those,
You mean
like,
the trash packs?
the trash? I remember like.
I
on
didn't.
my-
Hey, I know. I didn't scam. You offered me.
Hey,
You
I know.
offered me.
I remember on my way home, my dad was so angry. He was so mad, and he's like, "You better go right back tomorrow and get those Legos back." And then I had to go tell the teacher because I asked Andrew, and he said, "No, I don't want to give it back to you," or like something like that.
Yeah, I did.
No,
No.
but like speaking of Jack, so I remember like during I think second grade, you know that game where like it was like a dude who was like running from traps. Was it Jack something?
I know what you're talking about,
yeah.
like the Grim Reaper game.
Yes, yeah, and then
Oh,
like,
that game.
and then like he would say like if the guy died in the game, he would die in real life. And,
I remember
yes,
that.
Yes, and he was talking about how like he lives under the Batman building. I'm not even joking. Like he lives under the Batman building and he dies every time you kill him in game.
That's what he was saying. I think I remembered it differently. I remembered him saying something like every time he like dies in the game, someone dies in real life, and it's just like some random poor soul
Oh my
dies because you suck at the game.
It's some like Chinese child.
Chinese.
I
Yeah, someone
remember
dies in a
thinking
fucking
I was
factory.
like all the shit back in 2nd grade because like back when
Oh, I was.
back when Minecraft was like, I feel like it was in like the biggest stage of one of the biggest stages of its life. I had this thing called the diamond seed where I looked it up on YouTube and I would like go preach to everyone in the class about how I'm so rich in Minecraft and they're like, how do you get that many diamonds? Like, oh, I don't know. I'm just kind of good at finding diamonds. And I would like flex my diamonds.
I would like go into creative and like build my house out of full diamond and gold and shit, and then like invite my friends and said, yeah, I did this all in survival.
Yeah, I did that without a doubt. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I think everybody has
I-
done that.
I had this thing I would do with my friends. I would take, like they would know. I would like build a like completely finished like entire city with like tons of buildings and stuff, like in creative mode. And then we would join, and then we'd just like switch it to survival. And that's just how we would play. Like it was just standard. We would have a fully complete world before we started. And also speaking of like going around like saying things, I remember summer school or summer care was it? We had like we would like try to like we didn't use the internet for it. No one would look it up. We would all just use like our cognitive power put together to figure out how to get all the mystery characters in Crossy Road.
Yo, yeah, I know you're talking about, bro. I remember the Crossy Road phase, but like, guys, so I want to talk about like some weird things that we did as a kid. So like, I think when I was when I was when I was in 1st grade, I got my I got silver teeth, and when I was on like the little jelly that they gave you, it made me high, and I remember vividly looking up like sex on YouTube, no clothes. And like I would find videos of like couples like fondling each other, and I'd be like, yeah, this is the shit right here. But I also remember like a very good video of like Mario. You know what I'm talking about? Where Mario like has sex with Peach.
Oh my god, is it the one where? Oh my god, have you watched the video where like Daisy has sex with Peach, but she like turns into toads?
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
You know what he's talking about?
That is a vivid memory of my childhood.
Okay,
Yeah.
are we not going to talk about? Okay, I hate to bring it up again, but those like sexy FNAF animations.
Yes,
Okay,
I know the
bro.
one
Oh
you're
my,
speaking
oh
of.
no.
You can just
First
like
one that comes to your memory, where like Foxy like caresses Chica in the hallway.
No, I know
I know
exactly what
what
you're
you're
talking
talking
about. No, that's not what I'm thinking of though. These were like 3D SFM animations.
Oh my
and-
god!
And it would be like
it would be like the
I-
toy animatronics, but they'd have like tits.
they'd have tits. They'd be like voluptuous, and their faces
Yes,
would, like
I know
would
exactly.
almost be
what
like
you're
anime
talking
girl
about.
faces. It was the absolute. And I remember thinking, oh yeah, this is the real stuff. Then I clicked on one and it was like age restricted, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting.
I think I
good stuff
watched
now.
I think I watched a bunch of those videos in a porta potty outside my house.
Not
A porta potty.
outside your house?
Yes, no, because they were doing like construction next to my house, so I just used their porta
And
potty.
you just hung out in the porta potty.
Yes, and I
That's
was watching those videos.
rancid.
I didn't want my
That's-
mom to catch me watching like she-male FNAF videos.
FNAF porn,
What?
bro.
What the
Female
heck?
FNAF.
No,
Yes!
guys.
You were on another level.
So do you guys know who SML is? Like Super Mario Logan?
Yes,
yeah.
I do.
Of course.
When I was, I used to record myself with like some shitty camera and like record like Bowser Jr. and like role play with like the dolls, and I would like I still have them on my what is it? I still have them on my camera, and I remember one day I went to go swimming, and it just so happens that it was like 2016 and like fidget spinners were like a thing, and I let my I was bringing my fidget spinner in, and then I let go of it, and now my fidget spinner does not work anymore.
Oh, arrested.
Yeah.
I did the same thing though. I tried to like copy Super Mario Logan.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
like, come on, bro.
Like speaking, like, okay, video making as a child, I've got a couple different things, but like the biggest thing for me was stop motion animation was so cool to me, and I remember I got really good at doing stop motion like Lego animations, but they'd all be really funny still, like because I would voice act them, and I was like 5. No, I wasn't 5. I was older than that.
5.
But like I had a really high pitched voice, and they're all really funny. And if I can find one, I will give them to you sometimes. Heck, if God allows it, we can like post a compilation of them on this YouTube channel. But
That'd be
as a
great.
short maybe.
Post this one on TikTok
But-
or like Facebook.
It'd be-
Facebook.
Oh, Facebook.
Go follow the DLC Facebook.
and also trying to copy our favorite creators. I loved Let's Plays. You some of you know about this. But my original YouTube channel, Mr. Pickle. No, it was Mr. Pickle. Yes, Mr. Pickle. All that you can still find this channel. I guarantee it. It's called Mr. Pickle. The icon's like a cat, and the only video on there is a Little Nightmares Let's Play, and it's recorded not by recording the screen, but by setting up a camera in front of my TV and recording like that.
No, I used to do that too. Cause
I
like,
did that.
I was saying.
yeah, cause
I
like,
did that with Splatoon. I did a whole Splatoon video with
No.
my friend that was like half an hour long. By
Yeah,
just,
no, but
just
if you-
recording the screen.
I wish I had the login to this account, because if you go to look at the private videos, there's a ton of like Minecraft Bed Wars gameplay with Alex in it,
oh,
and there's also a Five Nights at Freddy's like the action figures, like the Funko action figures. I got unboxings of those on there.
Oh my.
Did unboxings of like fucking what's it called? Star Wars Angry Birds like sets.
Well,
And I had my mom record me and post it on her
Dude.
personal YouTube channel.
I forgot about the Star Wars Angry Birds. They were like amiibos, kinda. Oh,
Yeah, they were. You could like plug them into the game somehow. I don't remember how.
That being said, speaking of unboxing and amiibos, I think Louis is no stranger to either of those things
I know.
on his old channel.
I remember.
You remember?
he
I remember
remembers.
those things. Those.
You know, guys,
Oh.
Guys,
Yeah,
Remember those things. Those-
I've had a very bad experience this week of like fast food. So I was going to Taco Bell, right? I get my order, specifically a number 8 combo with a number 7 nacho fries and a Baja Blast, okay?
Yeah.
And then I
alright.
wait 10 minutes for to even roll up to the window. There's like one guy in front of me. And then I pull up, and there's this like the most gangster-looking dude I've ever seen. And he said, and he says like, your order will be $12. And I'm like, no, my order is $24 because I got that Baja Blast. And he's like, oh, sorry. So then he says like, and he reads off like some weird ass order. I'm like, no. And I have to repeat my order to him. I wait another 5 minutes, and then he comes out, and he's like, with 2 Pepsis in hand. And I'm like, I did not order this. And he's like, oh, sorry. And he goes back, closes the window, and he's like, so what did you have? And I said, and I repeat my order again. And then he gives me a Baja Blast. All right. And then he's like, and I'm like, can I also get like this removed from my tacos? And then he's like, yeah, sure. And then he opens the door and gives me another Baja Blast. It's like a DUPE glitch. He gives me another one. And then I'm okay, that's great. I think this guy needs to get fucking fired. And then like he hands me my food at last. And I'll tell you not, I don't even know what to say. I devoured that fucking taco, those tacos and those nacho fries with both of the Baja Blasts, by the way. So
You kept it?
Oh my.
I did. No, I didn't.
Did you have to pay extra?
No, I didn't. But
You
like,
better.
I could
You
have
scammed
like
Taco Bell.
Listen, I could have gotten 4 drinks for only $12 and my entire meal.
You
but, like,
dupe glitch.
I'm like a
Bell.
Samaritan, so you know. I
That's
was
Okay.
not what that
That's
story
not-
meant.
okay, shut the. Okay, listen. All that matters is that I duped my Baja Blast. But like, it was a terrible experience. I'm never going to Taco Bell ever again.
I
okay.
also have like a really bad fast food experience. Well, it's not really bad. It's just it made me racist.
Well, let me hear it. Wait,
Oh,
What? Huh?
So listen. So the setting is it's a McDonald's. Evan, me, is 8 years old, and my mom is like training me to order for myself or some shit.
Mhm.
So I really want like a chocolate coated ice cream cone. And I go up to there. It's a tall black fucking cashier, right? So I'm terrified. I'm just scared of tall people. I don't know what black people are.
Okay. 5-year-old Evan's never seen a black person.
It's
okay?
8.
8-year-old Evan.
8-year-old,
Never
yeah,
mind. That's
my
an
bad.
8-year-old
Because
Evan.
half of
He's
my
been to school
family
already,
is
but
black. Half of my family is
Nope.
black, so it
No
was
black.
normal to me.
okay.
But then, like, I ask for the chocolate coated ice cream cone. He tells me the ice cream machine's not working. The next guy in line, is also African American, asks for like a McFlurry, and he gives it to him. So little
Oh.
8-year-old me thinks these black people are conspiring against me, and I was racist for about a year.
What the fuck? What?
I'm being serious.
bro.
I can't help it.
You've been keeping that to yourself.
I have not told anybody that story.
I don't think
That's great.
I don't think I can say anything that beats that. But
Thank
I
you,
can-
thank you for sharing.
I've also got
No
a
problem.
fast food story of my own. This was actually earlier this year. I walked to the Wendy's by my house, and it was decently late at night. It was not like super late. It was only like 8 o'clock maybe. And I walk over there with my money, and I go in, I go in, and they're like, "Wait." I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "You have to go buy a mask. You can't be in here without a mask. We'll refuse to serve you." And I was like, sure. Fine. That makes perfect sense. I leave. I go to Walgreens. I buy a mask, and then I walk back. I walk in there. I spent $20 on these masks, by the way, because they're like fucking
Yeah,
expensive.
like-
Did you buy like a value pack of 500?
No, about like 70. But
Dude, you could probably ask the Wendy's employee to give you a mask.
he wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it.
Bro,
And
it's
I-
a Wendy's. Oh my god.
I walked back to the Wendy's, and I'm like, I got my masks. Now let me get my like Baconator. And they're like, no. And I was like, what do you mean no? I went and spent $20
No.
just so I can go get my burger. What do you mean no? And they're like, the store closed 3 hours ago.
What the?
And I was
what?
like, you sent me to go buy masks like less than 15 minutes ago. And you didn't mention that earlier. Why are you still here if it closed 3 hours ago?
Why are the
They're like,
doors? Wait, why are the
no,
doors
no.
open?
It was just the inside part that closed 3 hours ago. The drive-thru is still open, so we have to be here. And I was like, oh, okay. Why didn't you tell me that?
So like, did you walk through the drive-thru?
Did
and
this
get your
experience make you
Baconator?
racist though?
No.
Evan.
The cashier was a nice young white man.
Oh.
It made me hate my own.
Oh, but your own lineage.
Yeah. Ow! I just hit my head on my desk.
Minjun?
Oh.
You've been awfully quiet.
Well, I want to hear
I've been waiting
Minjun's
for
story with fast food.
Honestly,
Minjun, waiting.
I have
You
not.
got
That's
one.
not gonna be
Hey,
as
let me-
interesting as the others. But
Okay.
occasionally, when I go to the KFC, right, I order mac and cheese.
Uh-huh.
I would never order the small ones. Do not order the small ones. They will put stuff in the small ones, like green beans and like burnt
Oh
stuff.
yes, I know what you're talking
What?
about.
KFC Griffin.
I've gotten hair in my KFC casserole before.
Oh.
I've gotten ants in my Little Caesars pizza.
Ants?
Yes, ants. I'm not joking. Like I'm sitting down at my dinner table. You know, my grandpa, he's brought home this Little Caesars. You know, after a long day's work, I take a bite and then I see someone's crawling on it, and I say, "What the fuck is this?" So I eat it. You know, as any logical 8-year-old would do. I eat it. You know, I don't think ants taste very good, but the pizza made it bearable. It made it bearable. It's like I just ate pizza with the side of ant, but I would not recommend it for anyone to eat ever.
Oh my god.
You what?
Boy.
Nah, I don't think I would.
Did they make it crunchy or?
I think it gave it like a little bit of salty, like a salty flavor.
Oh,
I'm trying to find. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say something, but I'm not sure it's true anymore because I just looked it up to fact check myself, and I don't think it's true. So I'll keep this to myself. Louis, back to your story.
I just so I ordered KFC like 2 days ago.
Right?
I forgot. I told my dad to order KFC. He ordered a small one, which is still a no go. It had burn stuff in it. I didn't even look at. It had burn stuff. Okay,
Yeah, like a
I'm
fucking
not sure what it
cockroach.
was.
What?
I would not be surprised.
He got like a cockroach
No.
in his like mac and cheese.
Oh, that is nasty.
Okay.
Oh, so I just threw the mac and cheese away. I ate the. I ate
Whoa,
the chicken
ain't no
wing.
way. Hey, say. Oh,
So
sorry.
wait, is it like burnt to the point of no return?
Yes.
The
What?
point
No,
of
no, some of it is like.
Point of no return.
Well, like I usually like well, if my food's a little crispy, I'll still like eat it.
Yeah, it gives it a little flavor, June.
Actually, no. I hate grilled food because whenever I have grilled food, it just tastes like charcoal.
Okay, buddy. Let's listen to the guy
You're
over here
wrong.
eating grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Have
What?
you ever had like grilled
Oh!
chicken, Andrew?
Grilled cheese and tomato soup is so fire. I have had grilled chicken, Evan. I never want to have it again. I
Dude.
have it like 3 times a week. It is the most bland meal I have every week. And it's because
You
I
gotta
have
put
live
it
in
in,
a
like-
white family.
You gotta
They
put
don't-
it in like steak sauce.
No, what? A1
Yes,
sauce on your
trust,
chicken?
trust. Put it in like A1 sauce.
I'd
Trust,
rather
it
like
works.
sprinkle like fucking MSG on my thing before I
I'd-
put A1 sauce on it.
MSG?
Yes.
Put LSD on it.
No.
Yo, put
That's
put
not what
sprinkle some-
MSG is.
Sprinkle some
LSD.
ants in it.
Yeah.
um,
Yo, can we talk about that one time where Andrew was in the back of the classroom and he swallows like a bunch of pills without water? Like, who
Wait,
the
I
fuck
have a
does
pill
that?
story. I have a pill story to
no,
tell.
wait. I've got a weird relationship with pills. I hate taking pills, but when I do take pills, I never use water.
You're disgusting.
like-
Ew!
I
That's
always
just
swallow
painful.
them.
yeah, that's just how.
No, it's not. I just no, because
No,
my
because you
throat's
can like
ready.
No, because
you
like
can like
okay,
feel it going down your throat.
no.
Yeah,
So
I gulp it.
Andrew has you have capsules, right? But capsules don't taste like anything when you put them in your mouth. But like when I take my pills, they're just a pill. There's no capsule, and it
Yeah,
just tastes
no.
terrible. It tastes so bad.
Capsules, it tastes like you're licking rubber when you put it in your mouth.
I mean, that's better than having it taste
I
like.
know what you mean.
Yeah, and the worst thing, I've been sick for like several weeks because I refuse to take medicine. I will not take liquid medicine. Liquid
yeah.
medicine is
When-
rancid.
When I was a kid, I only swore by liquid medicine. I would never
Wait.
take a capsule.
What
Like
liquid-
Yeah, but liquid medicine tastes so much worse.
this was up until I was like 11 years old. By the way, I would never take a.
The
like,
only
a
reason
pill.
I started taking pills is because I just would not. I would like throw up if you gave me liquid medicine, especially the bubblegum flavor.
Yo, what flavor you walking with your liquid?
I'm rocking with grape,
Yeah.
bruh. With
Yeah,
grape,
grape,
all the way.
grape.
Flavored liquid medicine.
No,
Yeah.
because grape, everything else, I hate the grape flavor. But most of the time, the options when you get liquid medicine are like grape, cherry, and bubblegum. Bubblegum tastes like actual dog shit. And the cherry is like almost sour. But
No,
the
yeah,
grape-
cherry sucks
grape's
so much
perfect.
ass. Like, do not get cherry or blueberry. I just,
Oh, blueberry too, yeah.
Yeah, blueberry is like, it's like committing arson.
Uh,
I mean, you know,
Okay, wait.
I've-
Okay, back on the pill
Okay.
story. When I was in like 5th grade, I was diagnosed with like not social anxiety, just like anxiety or some shit. And my doctor said he was gonna give me medication, and then he never gave me medication because I was like too young, and then I got it eventually. But for like a whole year, I faked having medication, and I would like take pills during class, except the pills were like mints.
yeah.
wow, what
well,
a baller.
I
remember-
like- I was like pranking my friends. I was like, yeah, I have anxiety, so I have to take medication.
I remember there was a lot of stuff going around in my life around like maybe 3rd to 5th grade, and I remember my parents, they tried to get me to go to therapy a lot during that time. I was just a dumb kid. I wasn't actually like mentally affected by anything going on, and I was like, no, I don't need to go. I grow up a little bit, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I will try it just once or twice. I go to my mom, I'm like, can I go? And she's like, no, you were fine when the stuff was happening, so you don't need to go now. I think you're good. And I remember the words she said to me were, your father has depression very bad, and I also have depression, and your sister also has depression.
What the
So
fuck?
I think that we've taken all the depression, and it's impossible that you have it. And I remember being flabbergasted at that statement, and I was like, that's not how like recessive gene or not recessive genes. Like, that's not how like traits move down.
Yeah,
They don't get used
yeah.
up. They don't get-
I don't think depression is a trait.
It is.
It
It's
is.
how is
It
it
is. It's
hereditary?
chemicals. It's
Ain't no
chemicals in
way.
your brain. So like your
Yeah,
genes,
most mental illnesses are hereditary. Or
your
not
genes are
mental
like
illness, but,
expressed to release certain chemicals in your brain.
Guys, you guys have any like grandparent stories? I'll go first. So I think
Okay.
I think most of you guys know this, but like, my grandpa, right? He would go shopping a lot, and I would ask him to buy. One day on this fateful day, I would ask him to buy Dr. Pepper. You know, it's like 5 hours later, he comes back home, and I don't see Dr.
Oh.
Pepper. I see Dr. Dazzle. I'm like, what the fuck is Dr. Dazzle? What in God's name did my grandpa bring? I said Dr. Pepper, and he's Dr. Dazzle.
Dr. Dad.
I remember exactly when that happened because you sent a singular image of it to our group chat, and then for the next like 6 months, that was all we would talk about in the group chat was Dr. Dazzle, and we would just send pictures that we find of Dr. Dazzle.
I love Dr. Dazzle. I don't like it more than Dr. Pepper, but I like it more than Mr. Pibb.
What did it taste like?
Mr.
You
I
like
don't-
it more than Mr. Pibb? Mr. Pibb just tastes like Dr. Pepper.
No, well, like, you know how Mr. Pibb, I don't know, to me, Mr. Pibb tastes more sweet than Dr. Pepper. It just
I like
tastes,
that.
well, like, I don't know. Dr. Dazzle, it was good. It was weird because I felt like I shouldn't be drinking this, but
Look,
it just so
Try to
good.
describe the taste.
So it was like Coke, except it was a lot bitter, but like sweet at the same time. And it's like one of those things where if you drink it, your mouth will be drier than the Sahara Desert. I don't know what they put in it, but like,
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Crush soda, like the orange
Yes.
soda.
Oh my god,
You drink that, the tongue just goes
God.
absolutely dry.
it's so
I-
weird.
I remember when we were in Florida together, I had Crush for like one of the first times in my life, I think. Because if I get orange soda, I normally drink Fanta. And they give me the Crush, and I'm drinking it. And like, we're just eating our Gator Bites. And
The Gator Bites.
Gator.
and I'm drinking the soda, and I'm like, dude, the inside of my mouth is like becoming like clammy, and it's like disgusting. And I'm like, I need to get water. This is terrible. And I remember like bumping you on the shoulder and saying, I think they like put something in my drink. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not supposed to taste like this.
yeah, you're talking about like, you say like, do you think they put alcohol in your drink or something?
No. I just thought they put anything in my drink.
They put
my
like,
God.
And I found, okay, wait, I did go to the bar earlier this year, Bar Louis. I went there, and that's the name of the bar, Bar Louis. And
Is that
I
when we went to go see what
The
movie
Batman?
did we see? No, it wasn't the Batman. It was the other movie that was like really
oh,
bad.
the Curse. That movie was
The
terrible.
That was so
Morbius?
bad.
Yeah, no, but I'm in this bar, and I just asked for, no, my mom asks for a Coke for me, and they go behind the thing, they come back, they give me the Coke. I take one sip of it, and I am immediately aware that it is not Coke. It is like, it's one sip, and I'm like, this is like a mix of like Coke and alcohol, like they do at like frat parties.
Like
I
a
was-
rum and coke.
Yeah, that type of thing. It was like, 'cause I drank it, and I've had like beer before and like whiskey, and I took a sip of it, and I was like, there is alcohol in this. I can tell without a doubt, and you know, I was like, oh yeah, I'm the cool guy. I'm not supposed to be drinking
I'm
this.
cool guy.
Okay.
I'm
That-
incriminating myself, but you know,
so
Back
I
on the-
think I know. I think the moral of the story that you're trying to tell, Andrew, is that you shouldn't go to Florida. Like I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting here.
Yeah, wait, why does everybody like go to Florida during any like school break? Like,
Because it's like the beach state.
no, but it's so, like
Mm.
98% of our school population went to Seaside.
Well, I had never actually heard of Seaside before this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Literally, I would be like, oh my god, it would be like right before spring break, and like our teachers would ask what we're doing, and almost everybody in my class would be like, oh, I'm going to Seaside. I thought Seaside just meant they were going to the seaside. I didn't know Seaside was like an actual like place in Florida.
Yeah, like and a ton of people got their bikes stolen.
I heard that. They were talking about it in math. There's like these 3 kids who were staying together and like their bikes got stolen. It's like a scamming business in Seaside where they like
Yeah.
there's
No,
these people
what-
that steal your bike and then don't give it back.
What a lot of what I was hearing was, it's well, the like the theory at least is that people who work for Seaside will steal the bikes, and then they like once the bikes have been missing for long enough, because you rent the bikes from Seaside, and
Yeah.
once the bikes have been missing for long enough, you have to pay Seaside extra for the bike being missing, and then like
Yeah, it's like a
they'll
$200
return the bike.
fine.
They're like the bike will just miraculously show back up after they've paid the fine, like, and then there are a lot of people are like, I think the people who stole my bike are working for Seaside.
Okay.
That's just one of those rumors I've heard hanging
Okay,
around the
wait.
grapevine.
Back on the topic of like grandparents. Would you guys like ever go to your grandparents' house if they like lived alone or with like their spouse, and it would have that distinct old person smell?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's
like,
it's so terrible.
yeah,
Well,
I know
your
you're saying.
grandparents live with you, Alan.
I know you're. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They live with me, so I'm like kind of like used to the old. I don't know. Does my house smell like an old grandparents? Like, yeah.
No.
But like, so going back to that, like when you guys
Wait.
go like away for like a trip and come back to your house, doesn't your house smell weird, or is that just me? Might just be
maybe a
me.
little bit.
Kind of.
Which one? Just be me? Or,
Wait.
like my house smells completely different. Like it smells. I don't know how to explain it, but it smells like someone farted.
Wait. I think my icon is bugging out.
Yeah, my stream is frozen.
No, it's
Oh.
good on mine.
It's this just the stream. Okay, that's good.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Never
But,
mind. We're
um,
gone.
Like, so my grandma on my dad's side lives in Canada, right? So for last Christmas, I had to go up there, and she lives in, it's like an assisted living home, but they all have their own like apartment. So I have to go in there, and as soon as I open the door, it just hits me. It's like she's been marinating in her smell for like 8 months, and it
Oh.
smells so bad.
My grandparents, they're a nice little home in Southeast America. They live on this farm. Well, before they retired, they were tobacco farmers, and they live on this farm, tons of land. You go in there like a log cabin house, and it is filled with stink bugs. Every room, stink bugs. Try to shower, stink bugs. It is disgusting.
you don't
guys
even
trying to go
know,
to sleep.
bruh.
Stink bug. Oh no, you go to Vietnam. Never mind.
You don't
The
even
geckos.
know.
Oh
You
my
don't
god.
even know how it is like, bro. You'll
Never
never.
mind. Y'all give your story.
Yeah, you'll never know how it feels when I'm taking a piss and a gecko falls on my dick. Like, oh my god, bro. That's
Yeah,
nightmare
there's
fuel
no
over
beating
here.
that.
I swear, I
Uh,
never left the air conditioned room because I know geckos don't go in there. Or maybe.
Yeah,
I
I was offered to go to Freetown, which is the capital of Sierra Leone, and I was offered to go there and like visit the orphanage that my brother and sister came from, and like I thought about it, and I was very close to going, and 10-year-old me was like, I don't want to go to Africa. I found out that the area of Freetown that we would be in is like a generally urbanized area, but I was just like convinced that I'd be living in like a straw house.
Oh, when I was young, I thought Africans just did not have water or food at all. And I thought they were like,
What the? just thought they were like.
I'm dead serious. I thought
Yeah.
they did not have any water and food, and they were dying of dehydration
Well,
every day.
the only thing I would hear about Africa is finish your broccoli. There are starving kids in Africa, and I was like,
That's
you know
what
what?
my
That's a
mom
fair
would tell
point.
me.
Yeah.
My mom would be like, if you don't drink that whole like glass of milk, the kids in Africa are gonna die.
Yeah.
She told me they would die if I didn't eat my food.
I thought Africa was this like absolute like shithole, and in certain parts it is,
yeah,
but
it is.
like I thought it was so much worse than it actually is. The majority of like places in Africa are not nearly as bad as what I had imagined in my head. But
That's true.
like my mom FaceTimed me while she was there, and she was in this like very nice hotel, and they were like right after they went to this super fancy restaurant, and they're in Sierra Leone, Freetown. This is one of like I think it's in the top 10 like poorest countries in the world. And they're just like having these like super nice dinners and these super nice like facilities, and I'm like, why didn't I go? Though, my dad FaceTimed me. He's by this tree in the middle of the city, and there's these like 5-foot long bats just like flying around middle of the day. I remember thinking that was terrifying, and I thought Batman was gonna come out of the tree.
Batman,
I'd just like to
Chris.
alert everybody that my
Yes.
mom walked in the room while I was telling the story about her saying that African kids would die if I didn't eat my food, and she denied it.
Yeah.
She was like, I never told you that when you were a child.
Anyways,
Okay.
next topic.
Okay. Next topic. Let's see. What are some things that you guys hate?
Oh, definitely Louis.
Okay,
Wow.
Mid-June.
I mean, Minjun, your word count's been kind of low. Do you want to start us out on
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
topic?
Actually, I think you should start us off on this prompt.
No,
Can you give us like a real response and not like a 2-sentence
I
one?
hate when I have to walk up the thing and they spell my
Very
name
funny.
wrong.
Oh,
Oh, you do have
Oh,
a
yeah.
pretty difficult name.
yeah. They spelled it right at our like our little like celebration thing the other day though.
They did. They did.
Yeah. But I can imagine that your name's well
Pretty difficult.
being in America and great shit, great land of the free. I can imagine your very traditionally Vietnamese name, very traditional Vietnamese name.
Yeah.
Might be a little hard for some people, but
I also have had a problem with that where people mispronounce my last name, but I doubt it is as bad as Minjun's first name.
is the second half pronounced as an ein or an in?
What?
And no, well, it's Line, so line.
So line.
Line?
Yeah.
So
It's just 2 syllables.
So yeah, someone was telling me it was pronounced like the second half was pronounced like porcelain.
You,
No,
you
it's
want to
like-
go ahead and drop your last name, Evan?
No, that's how people
Yeah, no,
pronounce
no,
it. and they're
no.
wrong.
I'm
I'm not dropping the last name.
No,
Are you sure?
I dropped someone else's last name earlier.
Yeah,
have
we
to cut
gotta
that
go edit that out.
out.
We can't have his name in
No,
here.
no,
He's
we're
gonna sue
going
us.
to rewatch this entire hour of content and like cut things out. But
Yeah, leave that to Daddy. Okay, I'm cutting
You
that
know what?
out. I'm not calling. I'm not.
yeah, we're just gonna cut out. We're gonna cut out. We're just gonna cut out this whole segment. Start us off with a new topic, not things I hate, and let Louis start it.
Okay, let's go with loudest fart story.
No.
Oh,
no.
okay, fine. Let's go with exercising/gym stories. Midjun, you go first.
Yeah.
I really haven't been to the gym mostly.
But you like you do exercise, don't you?
Yeah.
I do
the gym
exercise,
class,
but-
Minjun, gym class.
I mean, I've heard some gunshots when I was exercising.
Okay, Daddy. Okay.
Yeah,
I
okay,
need you to
yeah.
elaborate on these gunshots.
I think they were gunshots. They were like loud ass
Oh no,
noises.
no, no! You
Can
didn't
you give us-
explain like give us like
Give us a
setting.
demonstration.
All right, so
Give it
basically,
to
I
you.
was walking around my neighborhood like I usually do.
All
Okay.
right.
Hey, this was like when I was like younger, and I was just walking around, chilling. I don't usually go far from my house. I hear from like the down the neighborhood a gunshot. I think it's a gunshot.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and I just ran back home as soon as I heard that. I don't want to deal with the violence and stuff.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I-
violence! I think I told one or two of you this. Last week I went to my Catholic Sunday Mass. And in the middle of church, this dude walks in and he's like clearly, or like he's not clearly a drunkard, actually. Normally you like think of a drunkard, you think of this like old dude who's maybe like a little bit on the bigger side and he's like stumbling around. This guy walks in, he's very normal mannerisms. It's a young, maybe 20-year-old man. He sits down next to like some people and he's like halfway through mass. He's like burping. He's like leaning over and like trying to like flirt with like random people. And then he like gets up and just walks down the aisles. And he's just like causing a scene. And the deacon steps away from the altar and he goes and he like calls up. I assume this is what he was doing actually. He gets off the altar and he goes in a room by himself. And then when he comes back out, like maybe 5 minutes later, policemen are outside the church and they like rush in, middle of the homily, and like a bunch of police officers run and just like tackle this dude.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the deacon like called him up to the altar.
Whoa.
No.
like,
He
expel
called
his
the
demons.
police on this like drunk dude in my church. Like, and the mass didn't stop for this event. He just kept going while it was. He just tried to ignore that it was like, you know, it's like maybe like public speakers will like ignore babies crying sometimes, kind of like that. The priest just completely ignored this guy getting taken out.
Dude, wait, what? I don't remember watching this on the live stream. What are you talking about?
It was in
What are you talking about, Alan?
I watch all the Sunday live masses on stream. I watch all of them. When you least expect it, I'm
no,
watching.
Alan, you may not have been watching. You may not have been watching. Was this
Well-
the same mass where we were spam calling your mom, Andrew?
Yes.
Oh yes.
That's why.
Maybe I did skip out one day, but
And that day was that.
I wanna,
That day was that
so-
eventful day.
So a couple weeks ago, when I first started like going to the gym, I went into it was really intimidating because there's a lot of people and it was like a really massive gym, right? So I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck I'm supposed to do. I don't know where I'm supposed to be because like I had like an actual sport where I'm supposed to like go work out. So what I do is I just see like random people on the floor and I'm like, how about I go join them on the floor? So like what they're doing is they're like doing stretches, right? And they have this app on their phone. And while I'm like, yeah, I gotta fit in. I want to look like I'm doing something. So I go and do the stretches with them, and I'm looking at this guy next to me, and I go on my phone, but I'm not actually on like the website where it's telling you what to do. I'm on I'm on Discord, or not Discord. I'm on like photo. I think I was on photos. I was looking at like I was looking at some random picture, and then it was just weird because like everyone was looking at me. I looked like an absolute idiot because I was just looking at a picture of someone, and I was just pulling my arms up in the air, and I guess the moral of this story is that you don't do drugs.
What? No,
I have a
elaborate a
gym
little
story.
further on your story here for a second.
Okay. What do you need me to elaborate on, the moral or like the story?
The story itself, not your moral.
Okay. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say. So, and then he finally finds, like, the guy who I'm supposed to be finds where I am. And we do yoga. And I don't like yoga. I don't like it one bit.
Yoga?
Have you ever done goat yoga?
No, but I have
Goat
done yoga where I like...
Alan,
What?
yoga's not gonna get you ripped.
It
Okay,
will.
It will. I was
Did he
listening...
tell you that?
No, but I don't know. Okay.
Builds flexibility.
And it also builds...
Okay.
It builds.
Yep.
And it builds.
Yep.
And it builds. That's all I'm gonna say.
Speaking of stories, people like staring at you. One time I was in Target, and I was just wandering around. I'm young enough to be not creepy when I'm in like the toy section, and I'm like waltzing through like the Lego section, and I'm looking for anything. I'm just looking for Legos, and I'm like disappointed in what Lego has come to as a company. Oh, voice crack. I'm like distraught over these like Lego minions, and I'm like sitting there and I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, they don't make good sets anymore that are like affordable. And then I'm like, look up from like the Lego City set that I was staring at, and like there's like parents and children, like on both sides of me in large amounts, and they're all just staring at me. And I like, my heart stops, and I'm just like, why are they all looking at me? Because I wasn't even like the oldest person in the aisle. And like, they're all just looking at me, and I like put it down and just started like trying to like walk out of the aisle, and they were like almost blocking me off. And I like fought my way out. And then like, I started walking, and they were like still staring at me, and I just ran out of the store. I was terrified.
What the? They're like publicly shunning some. How old are you?
No, this was like last year.
What the? They're like publicly shunning a 14-year-old looking at Legos.
Yeah.
That sucks. That's why I don't play with Legos anymore. I only play with, what are those things called? You know those are giant Legos building blocks? What is it?
Duplo.
Lego Duplo.
Duplo.
Lego Duplo. I love
What?
Lego Duplo. And those like, you know those things that are like logs that you can build cabins out of?
Lincoln Logs.
Yes.
Those were the blast. That's what we played with at summer camp when there weren't any Legos.
Yeah, they were the blastula.
Speaking of like store stories, I got lost in a Walgreens. I don't know how. I was like 5 and my mom was there and she let me go look at the toy aisle. And then I lost her. So I had to go talk to an employee and they called her name over the intercom.
Oh,
Wow.
not right now. That reminds me. Another day, we will definitely have a talk over getting lost as a child.
Oh yeah,
That
I
is
have,
I'll
yeah.
have more.
we
I have
will
more
speak
stories.
about
Yeah,
later.
I have some pretty good stories about that. Minju,
I don't have a ton, but I've got one really good one that I'll tell one day.
what do you have to say, Lewis?
What?
Okay, thank you. Anyways,
Yeah,
onto
sorry,
our onto our next topic. Loudest fart story.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Farting.
I have a gym story.
Oh,
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, I guess
Okay.
you can, but like a fart story would be nice.
Okay. I do have a fart story that happened today.
Today?
What?
Shit, reset.
Do you want to hear?
I want to
tell
hear
you
this
later.
Andrew,
gym
I told
story
you this. I
first.
told you this already. So, I'm in the bathroom, shitting during
I
first
said
period.
I said gym. I said gym
Oh.
story.
No, I thought you said fart story.
No, gym
Oh,
story
dude,
first. and then
no.
Oh,
We're just
gym
gonna do
story
the
first.
fart story. No, we'll do the fart story. Now he's got my attention.
He's got us
Okay.
invested.
So I'm in the bathroom during my first period, and I'm on my phone, right? I'm just watching TikTok at like full volume, and a teacher walks in. I didn't know he's a teacher at the time, so I'm still like on my phone, and he starts ping, and then another teacher walks in, and they start talking about how the like one of them has to go to a funeral or something, and I don't remember what they were saying, but I just let one like I let a massive fart rip. I was trying to hold it in, and they didn't know I was in there, and then they stopped talking.
he let it rip. Bro is like the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in there. God damn.
It was. I had to poop.
My left
Okay.
on that one go.
Now,
Okay.
I just want to know why you're watching TikTok at full volume. You menace.
Because I wanted to. I don't
Bathroom,
know why.
bro.
Sometimes I would skip one of my classes. My first period class on B days. I would skip almost like pretty often. I just stay in the bathroom for the entire class playing Clash Royale. Then I stopped playing Clash Royale.
Yeah, stop playing Clash Royale. It's bad for your health. I would know because like I have been in Arena 13 or Arena 12 for like 6 months now, and my life has deteriorated because I can't get in Arena 13. That's the story of my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear my gym story now?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
let it rip.
This is a pretty big story. So, from like 1st to like 4th grade, we had a gym teacher at my elementary school who everybody hated. She was so mean. And we found this website called like Rate Your Teacher. And we went on it. She had 1 star. And one of the reviews was she got physically abusive with a kindergarten class because they weren't listening to her.
What?
What?
And we like gave it to our principal.
guys.
Is
Doan-
that who I think it is?
Can we talk to Doan? Can we bring him on?
Can we get Doan on the podcast?
Cut this out, but Don just walked into the room, and he was talking about like I don't even know what he's talking about. He's gonna walk.
Bring
in
him
the
back then. I want to talk to him. Can we get him on the podcast?
room. No, fuck, no.
Why?
Speaking of teachers getting kicked out, Alan, do you remember the teacher we had in 6th grade that we bullied into leaving?
Miss, which one? Is it the fat
The
one
Spanish
or the skinny
teacher.
one? Oh, that one. Yeah, I do. I remember because Gavin. Can I leak his? No, I'm joking.
Gavin and Lorenzo both.
Gavin is a fucking scumbag, bro. He was
he do?
literally he just would not do the work. He bullied her into like leaving the school, bro. I know.
No,
Actually, he's not much hate her job.
And Lorenzo, I think I remember he was like making fun of her for being short, and she was like saying that he would have a detention, and he was like, "How about you make me go to detention? You're pretty little. I bet I could take you."
What the?
He said that to her, and then like all of like the 6th grade girls roll around, and they go like, "Oh yeah, sick one, Lorenzo," and we weren't the real problem. We're not the reason that teacher left. The reason that teacher left was the class that the 8th grade class that year, like literally bullied her every day. And it was a monumental experience. That's also the same class that we bullied a kid into leaving the school. So we were a very mean 6th grade class.
Yeah, but I think that has to do with the fact that my window just closed.
All right. I think we're getting near the end. Do you guys want to try to fit one more little conversation in before?
We can
No,
fit
I
think we can go one more.
How long have we been going for? How long?
We have 58 minutes right now, and
I think
we can
think
fit
this
one
is a
more.
good spot. No,
Okay.
no.
Trust. We can do this one.
Let's go with Let's see.
I have one. Trust. So, did you guys like ever cheat on any schoolwork or tests or anything like that?
This isn't gonna be
Yes.
a quick one, Evan. This is a topic that we're gonna be able to go in very detail.
That's
I
right.
have a
Maybe
quick one.
that's why we're gonna save this one for the next podcast.
Okay. Yeah,
Thank
we
you
can
guys.
save this
We'll
one for the
use that
next
to
time.
start
Yeah.
the next one.
Thank you guys for watching the first ever podcast of downloadable content, and we will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
Can we
Bye.
do a little jingle? We
Yeah,
have a
get
little
a little-
jingle.
You get a little jiggy. I'm okay.
Hey, we're downloadable content. Hooray! Comment, subscribe today. Hey!